Appendix 2 of the Life of Thomas Lord Cochrane, 10th Earl of Dundonald, Volume 1, by Henry Richard Fox Bourne. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Timothy Ferguson. Appendix 2. As a striking instance of Lord Cochrane's method of exposing naval abuses, part of a speech delivered by him in the House of Commons on the 11th of May, 1809, is here copied from his Autobiography, Volume 2, pages 142 to 144. Quote, "An admiral worn out in the service is superannuated at £410 a year, a captain at £210, a clerk of the ticket office requires on £700 a year. The widow of Admiral Sir Andrew Mitchell has 1/3 of the allowance given to the widow of a commissioner of the Navy. I will give the House another instance. 4 daughters of the gallant Captain Courtney have £12 10s. each. The daughter of Sir Andrew Mitchell has £25. 2 daughters of Admiral Epworth have £25 each. The daughter of Admiral Keppel, £25. The daughter of Captain Mann, who was killed in action, £25. 4 children of Admiral Moriarty, £25 each. That is, 13 daughters of admirals and captains, several of whose fathers fell in the service of their country, receive from the gratitude of the nation a sum less than Dame Mary Saxton, the widow of a commissioner. The pension list is not formed on any comparative rank or merit, length of service, or other rational principle, but appears to me to be dependent on parliamentary influence alone. Lieutenant Ellison, who lost his arm, is allowed £91, 5s. Captain Johnston, who lost his arm, has only £45, 12s. and 6d. Lieutenant Arden, who lost his arm, has £9, 5s. Lieutenant Campbell, who lost his leg, £40, and poor Lieutenant Chambers, who lost both his legs, has only £80, whilst Sir A.S. Hammond retires on £1,500 per annum. The brave Sir Samuel Hood, who lost his arm, has only £500, while the late Secretary of the Admiralty retires in full health on a pension of £1,500 per annum. To speak less in detail, 32 flag officers, 22 captains, 50 lieutenants, 180 masters, 36 surgeons, 23 pursers, 91 boatswains, 97 gunners, 202 carpenters, and 41 cooks, in all 774 persons, cost the country £4,028, less than the net proceeds of the sinecures of Lords Arden, £20,358, Camden, £20,536, and Buckingham, £20,693. All the superannuated admirals, captains, and lieutenants put together have but £1,012 more than Earl Camden's sinecure alone. All that is paid to the wounded officers of the whole British Navy and to the wives and children of those dead or killed in action do not amount by £214 to as much as Lord Arden's sinecure alone, viz. £20,358. What is paid to the mutilated officers themselves is but half as much. Is this justice? Is this the treatment which the officers of the Navy deserve at the hands of those who call themselves His Majesty's Government? Does the country know of this injustice? Will this, too, be defended? If I express myself with warmth, I trust in the indulgence of the House. I cannot suppress my feelings. Should 31 commissioners, commissioners' wives, and clerks have £3,899 more amongst them than all the wounded officers of the Navy of England. I find upon examination that the Wellersleys received from the public £34,729, a sum equal to 426 pairs of lieutenants' legs, calculated at the rate of allowance of Lieutenant Chambers' legs. Calculating for the pension of Captain Johnston's arm, viz. £45, Lord Arden's sinecure is equal to the value of 1,022 captains' arms. The Marquess of Buckingham's sinecure alone will maintain the whole ordinary establishment of the victualling department of Chatham, Dover, Gibraltar, Sheerness, Downs, Heligoland, Cork, Malta, Mediterranean, Cape of Good Hope, Rio de Janeiro, and leave £5,460 in the treasury. 2 of these comfortable sinecures would victual the officers and men serving in all the ships in ordinary in Great Britain, viz. 117 sail of the line, 105 frigates, 27 sloops, and 50 hulks. 3 of them would maintain the dockyard establishments at Portsmouth and Plymouth. The addition of a few more would amount to as much as the whole ordinary establishments of the royal dockyards at Chatham, Woolwich, Deptford, and Sheerness, whilst the sinecures and officers executed wholly by deputy would more than maintain the ordinary establishment of all the royal dockyards in the kingdom. Even Mr. Ponsonby, who lately made so pathetic an appeal to the good sense of the people of England, against whom he was pleased to term demagogues, actually receives, for having been 13 months in office, a sum equal to 9 admirals who have spent their lives in the service of their country, 3 times as much as all the pensions given to all the daughters and children of all the admirals, captains, lieutenants, and other officers who have died in indigent circumstances or who have been killed in the service. End of Appendix 2. Recording by Timothy Ferguson, Gold Coast, Australia.